What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to add JavaScript to your web page. So what I'll do here, since this is going to be a playlist course of videos, is I'm just going to make a folder for this course, a new folder, and I'll just call it YTJS course. And you can follow along with me if you're taking this whole course. And you can update this folder yourself with every lesson that we do and code along with me. So I'm just going to make that, and then I'm going to open up Visual Studio Code. You can use whatever text editor you want. And drag this folder in here to open it, and it's just an empty folder right now. And then I'll make a new file here. And I'll say 1-adding JS. .html. Just make an HTML file. All right, and then I'll get my HTML boilerplate. I'm gonna hit Shift exclamation tab. And if you're not super comfortable with HTML and that confused you and you don't know a lot about like Visual Studio Code, I suggest you take my HTML free course. I'm not gonna go into HTML a lot, so if you're like a super beginner and you have no idea like what I even just did, you probably I would say probably don't learn JavaScript yet. Go through my HTML and CSS course first, okay? But anyway, we'll make the title of this webpage Adding JS, and I'm going to show you guys how to add JavaScript to your web page today, and there's two ways that you can do it. So within the body here, you can do, well, you're always going to have what's called script tags, okay? So you type script, and I'm going to hit tab to just autocomplete that. And now the first way that you can add JavaScript to a web page is you can literally just type all the JavaScript that you want for your web page right in between these script tags, and it will work. So I'm going to just do a little bit of JavaScript here. I'll say alert, and then parentheses and quotes. I'm going to say this page has JS. So this page has JavaScript. And then I'm going to go ahead and launch my web page so that we can see if it worked. And you can't see it here, but I'll bring it on over. And there it is. So this page has JS. And I know you don't know what that alert means. We haven't gone into any code yet, but that's just like a little simple piece of JavaScript code. And what alerts do is they display a message when a page is loaded. So you can hit OK and it'll go away. If you refresh the page, boom, this page has JS. And this is how I actually, even today, if I'm making a project from scratch, this is how I test that my JavaScript is connected, my files connected correctly before I start my project. I always usually just throw an alert up there and I make sure, so that I don't start doing my project and then I have a typo and my page isn't connected and nothing's working. So first thing you always want to do is usually do some kind of code to make sure that your page is actually connected to JavaScript. Okay, so that's the first way. That's just using the script tags, and you usually don't want to do it that way unless you have maybe if you have a project that has not very many lines of JavaScript and you don't want to make a whole external file, I guess that would be fine. But normally you want to use an external sheet. So let's go ahead and delete this code, and I'll show you how to make your own JavaScript separate file. So you're going to go to, create a new file here, and then we'll name our JavaScript file script.js. So that .js is what makes it a JavaScript file. And your text editor and your web browser know oh, this is a JavaScript file. So I'll do that. I'll hit enter, and then we can put our the code that we wrote, that alert. We can just write it in here again. So I'll just say alert this page has JS, and I updated my page, right? And then you can see in our live page, nothing happened because we have to tell our HTML page to connect to the script.js. So if we go back here, we still have our script tags. And right here in the script, we're going to use the source attribute, kind of like when we have like an anchor tag, when we use the src attribute. And then now we can tell it to link to script.js. So I'm going to start typing it. It'll automatically populate here in my code editor. I'll hit enter, and then I'll save. Bam, and that's now connected. So now we have our own separate JavaScript file here. So we can write all of our JavaScript in here and keep it separate so that we don't end up having a web page, that goes for hundreds of lines of JavaScript below all of our HTML. And if you took my HTML and CSS course, it's the same concept with CSS. You can put all of your CSS styles up here in style tags, but that would get really messy. So that's why we also use external file sheets for CSS, okay? So yeah, guys, that's I'm going to end the video here. That's all you really need to know for this. That's the two ways that you can add JavaScript to your web page. And I will see you guys in the next video.